Well, welcome back to Just Enough Garage. I know I told you we were going to drive this. We are. Just a minute. Thanks for watching. As you saw in the opener, Johnny's just putting the last couple of hoses on it. And then we're going to change the fluid on the tranny. Transmission. And then put coolant in it. You haven't put coolant in it yet, have you?
No, I just put that one on.
All right. Then we're going to take it for a drive. Also, you remember last week I had my trailers hooked up, and it's still hooked up. We're going to go fetch a project later in the video. We'll let you know. Just got back from the store. New fluid, transmission filter, and look what John got.
Okay.
He was so excited. And see, I would have reused this piece of crap or got a junkyard one, but this is the difference between me and the new generation. They like
Well,
things.
this is all chewed up. That's full of garbage. So I'm not going to reuse this one.
I'm just telling you what I would have done. How much you think that was? Put it in the comment below. You'll never guess. On the shelf, how much you think that was?
Well, I know how much that was.
I'm not asking you to guess, John. It's the people. It's beautiful. It's $52. Okay, if you guess $52, then you guessed it. Anyways, I think it's a good addition. John did a good job because he was missing a tab and that. So now the secret to this, I know this isn't transmission stuff, but right here, he's got to get that pump out, put into the new one because you have to. So let's see if you can break it now.
I'm sure I can break it, but it's if I can reuse it after I break it.
Ooh, you are going to break it.
I just need a smaller screwdriver. That's it.
Is this something I'm supposed to be doing?
Well, you can if you want.
Because I think they just shoved that down in there. But how do you get it back out without it coming apart? Well, all right, John's
Delicious.
John's bringing that up here so we can clean it.
Cherry syrup.
All right, so John and I just got back. This is our old one with the tall thing. And
This
then
is our new one with the
this
tall
matches.
thing.
It's called an HD. It's a heavy duty. So it fit down into the sump.
In Taiwan.
So that's the way it goes. Ooh, I hear something. Okay, well, I'm going to have to cut off the film for a minute. I sold the 53 Ford the other day just locally. The fella's just now backing it in to pick it up. So everybody say goodbye, 53 Ford, goodbye. Yeah, all right, I don't want to film him. I'll talk to you guys later.
Oh, good for you.
Okay, so not that anybody's really caring or watching this anymore, but that's the HD has this extension because the pan has a dip in it. Anyways, Johnny's got it all on there. You saw in the last clip the 53 Ford's down the road to a buyer who was super delighted. He has some littler kids, blended family sort of thing, and he really had some adventures for it, and he's a car guy, so I'm glad to see it went to somebody that could appreciate it. And, you know, he told me in a few years he's going to let me know because he's going to do the wiring, get the chrome back on it, paint everything real nice, and kind of make it a daily driver. But he wasn't sure what to do with the body. Does he go all the way or just... I said, man, that's where I was always at. That's why my stuff turns into rat rods pretty quick because I'm not sure what to do with them either. But then again, they're your vehicle. You do what you want. All right. Johnny is going to be pouring in antifreeze. I'm going to be pouring in transmission oil. We'll kind of get a start on it. We know that the engine has water in it still from when we flushed it the other day. So we're going to go ahead and get that going, and then we'll start the motor and top them off. So the people who sold us the wrong filter the first time told us we should get the Global Multi-Vehicle Automatic Transmission Fluid. It happens to be the Dextron Mercon. So hopefully it's the right stuff. That's what she said the computer said. And we know that it takes a Mercon. I guess that's a Ford brand or something.
It's the Ford flavor.
Yeah, it's red. That's a good sign. You see any leaks underneath anywhere?
Well, I'm not underneath.
Well, it should leave a sign, right? If it... I'm faster than my funnel.
Yeah,
well, we should be doing O'Reilly's commercials. Look at us, John.
We got O'Reilly's brand stuff going in.
Do you think they're going to call us up someday and say, you guys are doing a great job? And I'm like, oh, right.
Well, as long as you don't make fun of
I practically should be
employees.
getting as much money as I spend there.
Yeah, as long as you get free parts, it's an alright.
It's actually, I know I'm going to talk some positive and negative. We used to have 2 little small town fix-it shops here in town that sold parts. They're long gone, but we got O'Reilly's.
You ready?
Duh. Pushing all kinds of air out of the coolant. That's pushing all kinds of air out of the coolant. Well, I don't know. We got bad news bears because these came with a radiator and they've got an O-ring set in there even though it's a flare. Those got a big long, well, we'll let it settle, John, before we try to take it apart again because we spilled too much oil.
Wiping the oil off.
But anyways, when you take it out, the thread doesn't match the thread internally here, and those adapters can't be used. So we've got wrong parts. So we either got to use these adapters, go to the store and find something that fits and convert it to rubber, or go to the store and find one that they have that converts this to the right. They might have this to the right radiator. Where's your other radiator at? Does it have any parts like this on it?
Yeah.
Let's take a look at the old junker. Well, look at what the old radiator has, John.
Hey, they also have smashed O-rings in there.
So we can replace the O-ring, use that fitting. And Bob's your uncle. I bet you bought a radiator for the standard, and the heavy-duty one must be different.
Everything on this truck is different.
See? All you got to do is just keep doing it until you get it right. This is a mess around, find out deal. And snap. Yeah, you want to go that way. And snap. And snap.
I'm trying to hold the radiator up.
Oh, I can break parts.
And he broke it.
And snap. This is why you never throw anything away until you're done with the job.
You could have thrown it away before. We'd just be in the same pickle.
Yeah. It helps if you make the noise. Yeah, like that.
Oh, good.
Doing some Elvis karate chopping. Looks like they got some kind of pipe dope on that. I think I have some pipe sealant in there we'll put on.
Yeah, you can see.
Now
that.
the question is, are they the same thread here? Oh, beauty, eh?
Canadian?
Okay, now down there, do you want to mess with the O-ring or just put it together?
Well, if we don't mess with it, it'll leak, and if we do mess with it, it'll leak. So
I say we leave it set right now for a few minutes.
so that the
oil-
pressurized oil can go back in the pan.
It can settle. And we'll clean these up, and we'll do a little bit of reventing.
So what you doing?
Well, I spent 25 minutes battling these fittings. We finally used the old ones. I don't know if the tubing was weird size, but I mean, we got it. But we earned it, boy. I think I'm ruining my shirt, John. I tried to be nice today. I had things to do.
Well,
Now I'm out here wearing my shop coat, bent over your truck,
yeah.
dealing with your hydraulic fluid leaks. Okay. You ain't going nowhere in that thing tonight.
But it's all supposedly together.
You know, I don't know if the fittings made in China or if it was just, I don't know. It didn't fit.
This is the new one.
We struggled to get the old ones in place.
Those are the old ones. He had the same issue the new ones were having.
Made in America. Well, let me crank it up. You check for leaks. Did you wipe it real good?
Give me one of them. So I can wipe under at least this top one.
Yeah.
I don't know if the bottom one was leaking or not. I never.
It shouldn't, because now we've got it for sure the right way.
What you...
Well, we're learning. It's our first day on the job.
I'll set you up so you can see too what I'm looking at. Probably.
When you see none, that's a good sign you need some. Just remember that. You can use that. If you see none, you need some. I think we got one more
gallon.
Do you want me to let this touch the positive side of the battery and then arc the body of your truck?
No, I would rather not that welded there.
Half of it first to see how we're at?
Do what you want. I'm ready. The exhaust back there is smoking. I think that's the exhaust leak, because again, back there it's smoking white.
Maybe it's finally burning the stuff out of the exhaust pipe from all the stuff that we had on it. I don't know.
I don't either.
Gasket went bad already, John.
Well, here's the solution. Peg the throttle for a couple seconds and see what happens.
Let me put a dipstick back in so oil don't shoot out. Weird, huh?
Yeah, I think if we just drive it a little bit harder when we test drive it, it'll work just fine.
Being the catalytic converter is full of all the oils and stuff?
Yeah, I think so. Because I'm sure we dumped some of that coolant down those pipes.
What? No way. You just remember when it's all said and done, they'll still give you half your money at the scrapyard.
Yeah. You're gonna have to wait a couple seconds for it to drip down the tube.
I've waited a couple seconds.
I mean minutes.
No, say what you mean here. Put that in your nose. Not into your brain. Nah, it's just normal. They always slow like this.
Yeah. Because there's residue in the bottom of that tube.
Yeah, it says it's kind of right in there. I think we'll leave it alone and dry it. So for now, it's good. What we got to do is do a couple of waffos. Wacow. Yeah, she's ready for the Derby, John. Hear that? Oh, it's better if you use one of these.
Definitely an exhaust leak down there.
Well, I couldn't hear you. You're gonna have more throttle, huh?
Or you can get it in the seat and
Nah.
oh, look at how much is coming off of there.
Yeah. Yeah, she's a real gem. Why are we showing people how good we do?
Well, again, it's just we gotta hook up that exhaust properly.
Hey, all I know is the people on the internet can't see it from their house, so they're happy. Yeah, we need to tighten those bolts. I think it's at the collector because when I put the exhaust manifold on, I feel good about that. That tightened up all right.
Well, it's aimed up this way because it's blowing all that heat shielding up.
Most likely that thing has got just a little tip like this, so it wasn't quite centered with the bolts down.
Something like that.
We'll let it heat cycle here. See, this is still cold.
Well, you'll know when it gets warm when that starts.
This is a little bit warm. That's a little bit warm.
Oh, I can check the heater.
It is definitely circulating, but it hasn't opened the thermostat yet. All right, we're finished. Enough. Just enough. Let's take it for a test drive and see how she does. It hasn't left here in what, 5 weeks probably?
Something like that.
I think I'm hitting a bathtub.
I think so too.
Good thing it's got power steering.
Yeah, you can hear it.
Of course, man. Runs all right. Seems to shift all right. So the last few weeks we've shown the video of us putting this back together. It was affordably purchased, affordably repaired, and we did all new hoses, radiators, upper end gaskets, transmission fluid filters. What else did we do? That's about it. Besides, oh, we filled it with some gas. Let's just see how it goes. Take it for a drive. It runs all right. It always ran all right, and we found the problem with the gasket. So I guess the moral of the story is here. Let me close the window. It's cold. Now that it's into November already. Into November. We don't be afraid to jump on these projects. You know, I'm always preaching. I work a lot of hours. John's busy. We're busy. We somehow find time to film this stuff and do this stuff. So take it easy on yourself. Spend a little time with your family. Do things you enjoy, and it all works out. Again, we're back to this. If you guys have been watching this intersection, they just put a new thoroughfare down to the highway, the I-5, and it got real busy. It's just down the street from where we live. You know, the cities always grow bigger. I've never seen cities get smaller, at least not around here. Anyways, yeah, it runs all right. After we get back, we'll check the fluid. There's a suspicion that maybe the water pump might need to be replaced. Even though I didn't do it when I should have, we're going to keep an eye on it. There's a potential that maybe I'll have to put a little time and money into that. John too, you know. But that's only just, what is that, another $70 probably in an afternoon?
Something like that.
Yeah. Anyways, like, comment, subscribe. My numbers are low for videos. People aren't watching them like they used to, and I get that people's lives are different. But out of a low showing video, I got a really high thumbs up and some comments. So for those of you guys who are commenting, thank you. For those of you who are liking it, thank you. It's keeping us going. We're getting lots of things done. And we'll see you next time. Next week, I got a project. Mary will give you a sneak peek right at the end of the video. Thanks for watching.